All right, we are here live at Mississippi Thunder Speedway. It is the big deal, $100,001 to win. Joining me, Uncle Dave, Tanner Mullens, Turbo Tyler.
What's your name?
I'm Scott Bargloff from XR Events.
There you go.
Turbo, qualifying tonight for both you and Tanner.
We qualified on Wednesday.
Well, whatever it is.
I qualified 141st. What'd you qualify?
Wasn't very good.
That's better than what?
6.
I was 141st. He was 6. So, yeah, I guess tonight is our prelim night, is what it should be called.
What?
And
Why were you? Like, I was expecting you to be kind of fast because I felt like you were fast at the tail end of the practice session. Was it just the 2-3 laps?
No, we practiced last night, and I would drive around there. Just had issues. Obviously, it's not my stuff, and I didn't work on it enough, I would say, or check it. I don't know. Just had a lot of issues and got it worked out. And luckily, we got to practice last night. That was cool because I actually could drive around the racetrack. So just not proper preparation, but it's still fun. It's cool. It's, biggest mod race I think ever. So it's you have to try and put yourself in the spot to even participate. So that's what we did. And we're actually set up perfect on passing points. Like, I think 12th to 5th would put you in the first 6 rows of the features. Just can't finish worse than 12th, obviously, because that's where we start.
I want to say, Ricky Thornton's time was not obviously Ricky Thornton-esque, but what the takeaway was, looking at the passing points as they sit, he's sitting 8th right now. Chances are decent that he's going to be in the A main already. So again, heat races can bail you out of this deal, but obviously it's better to be up front. Tanner, what do you think so far?
I don't know. I think it could definitely help you and it could hurt you at the same time. I told him, I almost wish I qualified a little bit worse and, was on the first couple rows of a heat race would be nice. Hopefully get a few passing points and can at least get locked in tonight, and do decent.
One of the things I think we saw last night, when the C main rolled out, I couldn't believe it. Like, Lucas shot on the pole of the C main. Like, where does that happen in America?
Right. Yeah, it's tough. I don't know. Lucas is one of the best around here, and it just shows the competition is tough, and where you start is key.
Turbo, I want to introduce the last member of this group. Why don't you take the reins and tell us about Uncle Dave?
Uncle Dave is our human resources PR manager. He's from Eau Claire, Wisconsin. He's retired. He's a scratch golfer. His beautiful, sweet wife, Carol, allows him to come racing with us when we're in the area. And really, that's part of the reason I enjoy coming up here, is because I get to hang out with Dave. We've played golf 2 days in a row, and he's definitely people think I'm a people person. They haven't spoke to Dave. Dave is the most people person we've ever met. And I don't know, Dave, why do you like coming with me, honestly?
Oh, it's
Don't lie either.
no, I won't lie. He's just a great guy. I think a lot of people look that he wants to do his own thing, and he does. And I just admire him for that. I admire him because he's a really great race car driver. And I'm so happy that he has taken me in and to do this, because I'm very proud to be helping him. And I just really admire him as a person. And
Dave, stop doing that.
What?
I'm gonna cry.
oh no,
Tell him what you've learned racing with us.
it's
Some of the slang terms.
no.
Anything.
Like, Dave didn't know what a pop dick was.
Or swamp
This
ass.
is on the air.
No, it's not live. It's
Okay,
pre-recorded.
sounds good. Anyway, no, I don't want to know what that is. I try to control Tyler, but I don't think anybody probably can. He's going to do his own thing, and I think that's the most thing that I admire him for. That he's not going to take anything from anybody and crap, and he's going to do his own thing and say what he wants to say. And I think a lot of people should respect him for that. I know I certainly do, and I'm really proud to know him, to love him, and to happy that he took me in with the team. And it's a great team, wonderful team.
What do you think of the racetrack?
The racetrack is great. I think Mr. Tim does a fabulous job here. It's in beautiful shape. I live near here. My wife's relatives are from right down in this area, 3, 4, 5 miles from here. Her relatives used to race here quite a bit. They're retired now. But it's a beautiful facility and getting better and better. And we're proud to be racing here. We really are.
Couldn't have said it better, Dave. Goodness gracious.
It is amazing. Uncle Dave you're like the most subtly funny man I've ever met.
Thank you.
And I'm not sure if it's intentional or not, Dave.
No, I tell you what, I've really got a heart, and I hope people realize that I love this team. I love his future brother-in-law's team, Carlos Amada's team. Excuse me for saying that. I'll get killed for that. It's just great people to be around and fun people to be around. And I've taught him everything he knows about golf. You know, it's just a fun team, and I am just a down-hearted, good person. And I mean, and you can't help it but being around these people. They treat me with respect, and we kid around a lot. We really do. And I'm sure they respect me. And I'd like to travel with them all around, but I can't. I'm 74. Tyler thinks I'm 87.
It was your birthday, like a couple weeks.
April 26th, yeah. 1950. So
what-
74. He still thinks I'm 87.
80 something?
Huh?
80 something?
6.
I'm 74.
86. Okay.
74. So I think that love to travel with around him, but I don't know if I could do this an entire month. I'm getting old. I would miss my wife and my dog dearly in Eau Claire. And I don't think I could do it full time. No, I would probably fall over, really.
You don't think I could pay you enough?
My knees are going. And literally, I think Tyler we talked a little bit about last night in the trailer, if I could, years younger, if I could be with him, would you come with me if you weren't married and you weren't? And I said, no, because there's no way he could pay me enough for the PR work I do.
Fair enough.
I just can't.
Fair enough.
True story. You make friends all over.
Last night I did ask him, I was like, Dave, come with me for a month. And he was like, oh, no. And then I was like, what if you were 26? He said 26, he's running hotels, 18. What were you doing at 18?
I started at 12 years old in a meat market and grocery store.
Yeah, you were still doing that at 18.
Wisconsin.
But then you had a side job at a mechanic shop or something, right? Did you say that?
I was with the hotels for about 14 years.
Yeah.
And then I got a sales job.
That's right.
With Wind Oil Company.
Yeah.
And so, and then retired. I'm really happy to retire, but I love playing golf and I love coming to the races. Wish he was here and lived here, near here, because I'd be really proud and honored to work for him at his shop and free of charge. Wouldn't even charge him because I love it that much. And I know he would love that. Yes, that free of charge thing. So again, I'm really honored to be on the show.
Well, that's amazing, Dave.
Yeah, thank
You're
you.
a fascinating guy.
Oh, you guys are super too.
You know, when I came up here for the World of Outlaw show, I was kind of like trying to figure out who you were, because I thought you were the car owner for a minute.
Yeah.
I realized.
What did you tell them guys, Dave?
Mr. Brock would be.
I know, but what did I tell you to say about?
I'm the car owner.
Yeah, but how do I tell you to say it?
What is it?
I own all this.
This what?
Shit. I own all
No,
this shit.
don't. It's live.
No, it's pre-recorded.
Oh.
They're gonna bleep it all out.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm what? What did I tell you?
I own all this shit.
Oh yeah, everything.
I think he wants you to say it.
Bought out Mr. Brock or what?
Yeah, and you and
Brock, I did not.
And
I respect you and your wife as a person.
And
Thank you so much for
and I
What's that?
say and I own all this shit.
I don't own all this. Oh, I don't own all this.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Trying to convince. No, you can't convince Tyler. No.
No,
Want to interview this guy for a while here now?
No, I'm good. I'm just listening.
Yeah, well, I mean, I do have some questions for Tanner. I mean, again, you raced at this track a bunch.
3 times.
3 times.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Serious? I feel like you've been around the USMTS a long time, though.
Not too long, like 2020. It's kind of when I started. So I haven't been around too long. Haven't paid much dues.
What, before you went out on tour with these guys, what were you doing?
Racing around home and building a couple cars here and there, and that's really about it. I wasn't doing a whole lot. I just got lucky and won a race once, and had a couple people step up to help me kind of get up and down the road.
Hell yeah.
And you? What
Ask him
happened?
the story. Ask him one time he pulled in Novato and the whole left side of his truck was fucking ripped off. What happened that night? The first time I ever met him, actually, I was like, dude, what? What is that?
Yeah, I got hit by a drunk going the wrong way down the fucking highway, and couldn't hardly afford to get it fixed, so I just cut the generator door off and rolled on.
It was the first time I ever met him.
Still made it, though. I mean, we were racing. It don't really matter.
It's badass.
My cell panels?
Yeah.
Those are badass.
Ugly. Those are the worst cell panels ever. Yeah, that was this year.
It's not as bad as that shirt.
This was free. Did you hear that? That's our 10-minute horn. Did you hear it?
That's the 10 minutes for the race.
Hot laps, Dave.
Hot laps. What's that late already?
It's 3:20. You're fine. Everything's
3:30. They moved shit up today.
They did really?
Well, they're supposed to start early because of weather, I think.
Well, you own that
Why
shit.
did you inform me of these things? They don't tell the owner.
I'm just telling you what's going
Did you
on.
call Mr. Brock and tell him too?
Huh?
Did you call Mr. Brock and tell him that too?
Harry?
Yeah, when he's watching on TV? Okay.
No.
What? Let's talk about Macon for a second. What happened over there the other night?
Oh, yeah, I was wondering the same thing.
Okay, so we went to Macon International Speed Bowl. My crew guy, Blade, his dad, Chris Kearns, the former owner of Macon, he did not own the racetrack this past Tuesday. They had a flow race, first race for them. It was underwater 3 days before that, so obviously it's going to be wet in the infield and stuff. And it was a good track. It's small, it's fast. It's got a massive cushion, like on entry both ends, and it really wasn't that sporty until the feature, and they pushed the tires in, and it was just rough as all get out in the bottom of 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4 wasn't bad. And lap 1, there was a Garrett kind of spun out in front of the bottom row, which wrecked some shit, and then him and Ricky got mad at each other. And then on the next restart, we were 3 wide, Max, myself, and 84 car. What's his name, Dave?
Nope.
There you go.
You know his name.
I don't even know who it is. So anyways, we went 3 wide, and it was tight. He ended up getting in the wall. I mean, we're all contacts because if he doesn't believe me, I had to fix the left side yesterday.
Saw that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like making shit up. But anyways, we got tangled up. He hit the wall, kind of got squared away, and then it was just a melee because every time there's a wreck, the whole field basically wrecks if you're not ahead of it. Shep flipped. Luckily, he was okay.
Yeah.
Squirrel flipped. He was okay. And it just, shit got pile drive. Garrett Alberson was under Shep. It was crazy, crazy, crazy wreck. And then, so that was the 84 car's highlight of his whole weekend is being involved in that. And there were 16 more cautions that a lot of other people were wrecking and hitting shit. I mean, I got spun out, but I spun that guy out 2 weeks before, so fair is fair. It was just it was a lot of fun, and a lot of people were upset, but realistically, that's kind of the nature of late model racing, I guess. Mod racing doesn't look that near as full contact, but
Not bad.
it's not as bad for, I don't know what reason, but if it's just the nature of what we're doing now is pretty aggressive, and when you race like that, there's going to be a lot of mistakes, and it's not even that it's a mistake, it's just the anticipation and stuff like that happens, and people get wrecked and people get mad, and shit gets tore up, and that's just part of it. But yeah, it was the track was really exciting as a fan, probably not exciting for somebody that pays for the stuff, and it's just kind of how it all went. There was a lot of contact between a lot of cars. I think Fager was the only one that never got hit or touched by anybody. Yeah, it was just another day, and I woke up the next day perfectly fine. Here, actually, drove all night. I haven't lost any sleep to this point, and I don't think I ever will.
It's
I also want to say that guy just fucking really wants to be a superhero, and he keeps trying to make shit about himself, like this T-shirt. And the one thing that really fucking rubbed me the wrong way is he tried to say, because my T-shirt guy Matt runs my Facebook, does shirts, does all this shit, and he's donating money to a Texas Children's Hospital, whatever. And this fucking guy tried to like make it about himself and his brother, like tagged me on Facebook in it, which I don't run my Facebook, nor do I really fucking say anything. And like almost like I was jabbing at him, and that just shows how ignorant people are. Like, I had cancer as a kid. I don't advertise it because I don't want to fucking, what would that be, like a
Fucking poor me.
yeah, I'm not a poor mouth, poor me type of person. Everybody has issues, everybody has shit going on, and I just thought that was probably the most shallow thing I've seen on Facebook in a long time, and I'll stand by that till the day I die. And that was the extent of my Macon trip. Really, Facebook and shit was what people got more excited about than the race. The race was just no different than watching the dome.
It's always good.
Shit like that.
It's always good to have the shit happen early, because later on in the feature we had Hoker on Hoker crime when Thornton and Pierce got together.
Yeah,
that really kind of just made everybody
Yeah,
on 4M.
I mean,
Snake X3 on 4M didn't have much to say.
it's just crazy. People get so jacked up about this shit, and if Tanner wins $100,000 tomorrow, or Cade, or whoever, Jim Jism, like, that's a big fucking deal. But, no pun intended, but, like, I don't think the end of his life is going to be determined of whether he wins, runs 5th, runs 20th at this race. Like, I think whatever makes him happy in life, whatever makes him thrive, that would be, like, this is not the end of the world, whatever we're doing out here, and it's not the fucking extent of all sin. My happiness is 97% based on how I race, but not all of it, so, like,
Right.
there's no reason to just go off the deep end because you suck, or you have a bad night, or you get wrecked, or whatever, you know?
More.
There's a lot of fucking chances, and if you're gonna pour mouth, like, if you fucking don't have the money to do it, don't fucking do it. It's pretty simple. I'd love to drive a Lamborghini around this fucking place, but I can't afford one, so, you know, I'm fortunate that I have people that think highly enough of me to let me drive their shit, you know, help us race, and people like Dave that like me, even though I say what I say, and I would say Tanner's in the same boat. Like, I couldn't afford to do all this shit by myself, so.
No, I'd be sitting at home.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be
Watching.
watching, yeah, but that's just the way it is. So I feel like if you look at racing that way, those are the people that tend to go farther in racing, the people that actually, you know, they just do it when they can, do what they can, and if you do good and you go about things the right way, you'll just continue to keep doing whatever you're supposed to do.
See, I think that you hear, if I may interject, you listen to Tyler talking. I think the thing that impressed me so much about Tyler was that he really he's a really good person. He's got a heck of a heart on him.
No, I'm not, Dave. Read Facebook.
No, you do. You
Read
really
Facebook,
have a
read.
great heart. And that's what took me to him.
Well, don't tell people that.
What
Dave.
about Tanner?
And that, like,
You
his
like
face-
Tanner?
Oh, Tanner's a wonderful gentleman.
You should have saw Dave when he was talking to Ricky Thornton at the pit booth. I mean,
Oh, I
it's
know.
the same spiel.
I know, it's everybody.
He-
Dave is a good guy. He would say that about anybody. He would never
but
badmouth.
no, I mean it to Tyler. He's
Yeah,
really
but you
close.
wouldn't badmouth anybody, Dave.
No. Well, I
Dave, what do
guess-
you think of Snake X3 on 4M?
What the heck is Snake X3?
Exactly. Exactly.
That's all I got about Macon, though, and life.
We're out here at Mississippi Thunder Speedway for the big deal. Still plenty of time to get your tickets. Man, the crowd last night was impressive for a
Fantastic.
Thursday.
Fantastic.
XREvents.com has your tickets. If you can't make it out, you can watch the broadcast on XREvents.plus. Man, I'm so grateful that you guys are here. Like, it means the world to us to see that pit area as full as it is, the grandstands as full as it is, and it was only Thursday.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be, it was almost standing room only here last night on a Thursday. I can't even imagine what Saturday night's gonna
A
be.
double take last night. I looked up in the crowd and I said, okay, it's a Thursday night. And oh my goodness, it was almost packed.
Is this the biggest race you've ever been to,
Thursday
like
night.
cars-wise?
Yeah.
Really?
I'd say so, probably.
It's a lot. I don't know. I don't think Eldora's. They'd have to fact check. I don't think I've been to like Eldora when there's more than 100, probably 20.
Terry has back in the day, 19.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah,
The Alltel at
exactly.
Batesville, 2001, I believe, was 100,000. We added $1 to go over the top of that.
Yeah, Barry really pulled that one out.
Yeah.
Thanks. He really set the bar high. Didn't want to trump anybody by too much. But maybe next year he'll pay $102. 100,002. That'd be cool. Is that what your plan is?
Just give you the thumbs up.
Higher? How much you want, Tanner? 200? 250. 250 or 100 to win, 90, 80, 70, 60. Okay, what would you have? 100 to win, 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 10,000 to start? Or would you have it a million to win with fucking 20,000?
You're gonna have to sell a lot of
Win.
no friends only.
You'd go a million.
Yeah.
Win.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why I fuck with Tanner Mullens.
I mean, I might not win, but when I get here, my plan is to win.
So you'd go for the million all day? Yeah. Fuck yeah.
When Tanner got here, I thanked him for coming, and he said, "I race for money." And that's about the truest statement a racer can make.
It's true, yeah.
So it supports the family. Like going to work.
Yep.
Nice.
I like it.
Are you? And then again, you may not necessarily have to answer this question 100%, but can you make a living in mod racing right now?
Yeah, I mean, we have enough people that help us and make it possible. If you're paying for it yourself and didn't have really good sponsors, no, you ain't gonna make a living. I don't believe unless you win every night. But with all the people helping and supporting us, it makes it possible.
What about you? You make a living in late model racing?
Yeah. No, I'm just spoiled ass rich kid. I don't need to make any money.
Looking ahead to tonight, I keep calling it qualifying night, but qualifying night was Wednesday, yada yada. What are you gonna do to make the car better, and what have you seen so far on this racetrack because I know you see everything, whether or not you say anything, you see everything.
Just the basics. Like, we just had some issues. Like, there's 3 things a race car needs, and that's like a gas pedal that works, brake pedal that works, and steering has to work, and
Fuel.
Oh, and fuel. 4. Yeah, 4. You gotta have something to fuel it. And we just had some issues with that. I mean, it's crazy. Like, they raced that car, 3 or 4 weeks ago, I think. And I don't know, it's just the way things play out. But like, once I got all that situated, honestly, they got it situated. I was kind of upset and tired. Long night at Macon. But yeah, like, we got to practice last night. If we wouldn't have got to practice last night, I couldn't give you a reasonable answer. But tonight, I feel like I have a 1 in 141 chance of fucking doing whatever, because I'm realistic, not like Scott.
Bloomquist said he had a 1 in 10 chance.
Yeah, he said that.
Then he was in the D main, so I don't know.
I mean, it's just the truth. Like, you have a 1 in 141, and some people's odds are better. And I think you could watch last night, and you could pick like 10 cars and be like, yeah, them guys like have a legitimate shot, just like tonight would be. Maybe 20, I don't know. But it's anything can happen, and I feel like after practicing, like, I feel like I at least know how to drive a race car, and that's a really good feeling. Because when you don't feel like that, it's pretty bad. Like, it makes you want to go play golf more.
How fast was Cade Dillard last night?
Stuck.
Yep.
Yeah, he was stuck. About like Votto. He was fast there too.
I mean, he drove from 8th to the lead in like 6 laps.
Yeah, passing points. But like in that feature, I feel like Kyle Brown almost could have passed him at one point.
Davis was good at the end.
Davis was really good at the end. Little Jim Chisholm.
No, his name is Joe Chisholm.
Chen Chisholm was stuck. And like, I mean, it's just crazy, because how many laps was it? 30? So
30.
They have to run 20 more, then they get a right rear tire. And can they work on the cars this open red? Do everything but change a motor? Anybody know that?
Right rear tire.
That's it.
That's it.
So when they change that right rear tire, they can't put 3 rounds in this thing or not.
You would have to ask somebody who knows more than I do.
Understaffed.
Barry's giving us the thumbs down.
It's an understaffed event. No way they'll be able to check it. So yeah, you can do whatever you want on lap 50, and like, it's just gonna be a little bit of a different race. Like, have you ever run 100 laps?
Yeah.
Where?
A little boring. Meeker.
Oh, that place is badass. Yeah. But y'all didn't stop or nothing, right?
No.
So that was 100 non-stop. Did you win?
No. 3rd.
Fuck. Who won?
I don't remember.
There you go.
I was pissed.
Yeah, it was mad. But yeah, like, it's just like Cade. The one thing he has going for him is he's raced the late model, and he's ran quite a few 100-lap races, I would say. Bobby's car is fast on practice nights, so I would say he's not going to be slow. And just a lot of guys that I feel like your experience in like being a good race car driver, once you get past that, would come into play more than maybe a 30-lap race would. But that's just my opinion.
And I mean, for your age, and you're not that old at all.
27.
But you've got, I go back with you. I think the first time I ever saw you race, you were 14 in a sport mod at South Texas Speedway.
Yeah.
Your
We got
dad
kicked out that night.
Your dad ended up in handcuffs.
Yeah, that was a fun trip.
You gotta have those nights.
Have you ever been to jail?
No, they never took me to jail. I just had to wait in the car.
Yeah, there you go. That's not bad. But yeah, no, it's I've raced for a long time, and I've really only raced a mod at Deer Creek twice in the Dome. So like, I don't know anything about what's going on. I just watch and try to apply what I can and see how it goes.
You know, and that's what I saw in Cade last night. I have to believe. I mean, obviously, Cade was one of, if not the best mod racer for his when he was on the USMTS trail, but he's only gotten better. I feel like, and maybe this is just me as a media guy talking out my ass, but I feel like a late model guy with a little bit of mod background can really take to these cars.
Yeah, I'd say the more stuff you drive. Okay, so like I just think the comparison is like if you drive something really fast and you slow it down 1 second, it feels really slow. You know what I mean? Like if you go race a street stop or something, if you've been racing mods all year, you'd be like, this thing is a turd. It's not that it is, it's just your reflexes, your pace, your decision making. You can like think about it 3 times where, you know, and the next thing you would be like, oh shit, I'm a little late, or I'm, you know, you can like zone in a little bit easier, I think, if you do that. And that's what Cade looks like watching. Like he just makes really good decisions and can his car's good too. You gotta throw that out there. Like when your car's good and you're a good racer and you're comfortable, you can do a lot.
And Cade and Donnie have been doing that together for so long. It seems like that's one of those partnerships in racing that's extremely rare.
Yeah. I don't know. I knew Donnie when he worked for Chris Brown, and they just seemed to be a really good match. And then obviously Colby, that's my prodigy. I raised him, so yeah, he's got 2 good guys.
Tanner, this is a mixed sanction event. Like this is unsanctioned, but we've mixed together UMP, USRA. What's your takeaway so far in the combining of the classes?
I think it's pretty equal, really. I mean, you could watch last night and, you know, maybe early when there's a little more grip, the UMP cars, I mean, they got a little bit more power, but by the end of the night, it's all pretty equal. There's a few up through there at, you know, at the end. So I think it's pretty equal for as of now.
Is anybody in the back bitching about anything? Like I have, this has been, of all the events I've ever been a part of, going back to the 90s, the vibe here is very cool. Yeah. And I'm very grateful to everybody that's back there in that pit area in the front grandstands.
Yeah.
Because the atmosphere and the vibe from the fan side is one thing, but when the pit areas, everybody's in a good mood, that's not always the case. In fact, it's probably more rare than it is frequent.
Yeah, I don't know really. It's just I mean, you're racing for $100,000, so you're pretty excited. Haven't had enough days to be pissed off about much yet, so I'm sure by Saturday that there's gonna be some pissed off people. But I don't know. For now, it's good, and you know, see how the night goes. And I'm sure the ones that are bitching will keep bitching, and the ones that won't just keep on racing.
Yeah, I agree. Mod guys they get along a lot better. And if they don't get along, they just have like their own clique and they don't really interchange. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, a lot of them, they want to bitch, but they won't do nothing about it.
Yeah, that's just kind of what it looks like. It's fun.
The other thing I noticed last night, there was very little contact on the racetrack. That was probably the cleanest night of racing I've seen in 2 decades or more.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
You gotta fuck shit up tonight.
Turbo wasn't out there last night.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. I don't know. It's
wait till the night.
It was just, I don't know.
No.
I think the racetrack's wide enough too. Like it's a good, thing's like 8 wide. So I mean, if you want to run somebody over, I feel like you really got to try to.
Right.
You know what I mean? You could stay off of them here, where some places just
Like
create some contact.
And Bob Tim he's I don't even know if there's a word to describe what he does here. I mean, this racetrack is
It's just
good.
absolutely beautiful facility. He's a great guy. Yeah.
Thanks,
But Dave, you like everybody.
Yeah, I do.
Come on,
you know what
somebody,
impressed me
Dave.
about all of these people, even the fans? The fans are, I think they're just so respectful, and it's this area too that's a great, you know, Wisconsin. What impressed me is when you go through the pits and you meet some of these drivers. I don't really hear anybody, you know, really bitchy or anything. I don't hear anybody blowing off any kids that come through, parents, fans that come through asking for autographs and pictures. I don't see, when I would go up and meet drivers, when I first got to know Tyler, and they would always say, hi, how are you? And I'd say, you know, I would say, go up there and talk to them a little bit. They're all so friendly. That's just, I just admire such a great amount of drivers that are that way. I don't know if it's just their nature or they're looking for sponsorship every time somebody comes up to them.
They think you're rich, Dave.
Yeah.
100%.
We've been through that before.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, they're asking me for, oh, yeah, you bet. Yeah, I'll write you out a check right here. No, it's just like you were right. It's just the whole atmosphere, everything. The fans, the people, the drivers, the crews there. I don't know if they teach them that kind of respect.
The staff here,
Oh, the staff here.
hands down.
Oh, this staff here. This, like I said, this track is, and it's been like that since Bob, you know, it's, like I say, my wife's relatives race here, and they just absolutely love the place. What he's done to this again is just absolutely beautiful, and keep remodeling and keep doing this. And God bless him. I think he's a person that seems like a really nice gentleman, along with his son, Jake, and I think it's a great tribute to not only this area, but I think to Wisconsin, to Minnesota, and all over the nation. Really.
Yeah, very blessed in this area.
Oh,
to have some amazing
extremely
racetracks.
so. Yes.
Very much so. And it's not where we're from. It's not always that way.
Yeah. Steve Whitaker's a little rough. What do you think?
I don't know him that well.
He's rough.
You know, Steve Whitaker is one of my best friends. I'm going to tell you, and this is me getting on the soapbox. He's currently banned from all the racetracks in South Texas, Texana Raceway Park, and South Texas Race Ranch, which is a stupid name for a racetrack. But Steve Whitaker Jr. needs to be returned back there. The guy is a first ballot South Texas and Texas Racing Hall of Famer, and what's happening to him because of something that had nothing to do with him, it's punishing his kids, it's punishing him and his family. It's time to let go of those grudges and get your liquor license renewed because it's expired. And I know some shit, and I'm gonna say some shit. So bring back Stevie. Are you voting for that, Turbo?
I like Steve Whitaker. He was like one of the first people to ever talk to me when I started racing. He's nice as can be. His dad's cool as shit.
Absolutely. Steve Sr., the whole family, Carolyn, love him to death, and that's my soapbox. Bring back Whitaker. And it's petty. Down there, you know how shit is down
You
there.
think racing's petty?
No, I think what's going on in that area is
You think
petty.
people get petty about racing?
Oh, Jesus. I mean, your first Corpus Christi racing experience was petty.
Yeah.
Stayed around for a couple extra days waiting for your dad to make bail.
Yeah, it happens.
Same promoter, too, by the way.
I don't know. I don't get into it. I don't worry about it. That's the thing. I don't get mad. You get mad?
Not really. I get pissed off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Yeah. Mad is just a
what's
waste
the
of time.
difference?
Be like the pussy way to go about it, Dave.
What?
Like the cat.
Okay, I understand that
Like
now.
the cat.
Okay,
Be the cat way to go
okay,
about
I
it.
understand
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Being pissed off is like
Do
you.
something about it.
Yeah, you just release your aggression and then you're on to the next thing.
Get out.
I never feel that way. I just
You've never been aggressive?
happy-go-lucky and, oh yeah, at times in my...
You ever been in a fight, Dave?
Yes. Yesterday you told me about it, Dave.
No, wait a minute. No. My one brother-in-law had to get between my other brother-in-law and I walking out of one of the local bars here
Do you drink anymore?
after we were snowmobile racing. No, not much. And we had a few that night, and we were going to duke it out in the street, but I was young and foolish, very young and foolish then. And that's probably 50 years ago.
50.
More than that, yeah. 24,
So you are
25.
86.
So you've been 36?
I'm not
happened?
6.
Oh.
Did he talk to you? 87. And so, but our other brother-in-law got between us, and he could lift both of us up at the same time and said, no, go home, and it ended that. There was no fisticuffs or anything like that.
Family feud.
That's exactly what it was, due to booze. And but I don't drink, and you know,
No boozing at the racetrack, right, Dave?
no. Oh no, I tell Tyler, take it easy, and he doesn't. He doesn't. I mean, now and then, you know, we're gonna have fun. If
Were we out boozing
well.
last night, Dave?
No, we weren't.
Who was out boozing?
We were in the trailer.
Who was out
I
boozing?
think all the drivers were pretty respectable here last night, and
Talking about these clean-cut guys we race with, Dave?
clean cut guys. Yep, you bet. Not gonna name them, but they're all clean cut.
All right, we're here at the 45-minute mark. We're going to wrap it up. Turbo's contract is only 45 minutes at a time. Part of the deal. You can check out the big deal. You want to get out here. Mississippi Thunder Speedway, just outside Fountain City, Wisconsin. One of the prettiest places in America, not to mention one of the baddest dirt tracks around. The big deal tomorrow night, Saturday night, somebody's going to win $100,001. You can check it out, get your tickets, xrevents.com, or you can watch the broadcast at xrevents.plus. On behalf of myself, Turbo, Tanner Mullens, Uncle Dave, we want to thank you, everybody, for watching. Turbo, you want to plug some shirts real quick?
Shop Victory Volt.
There you go.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
There you go. Yeah. Dave, what about you?
Wow, should I shop this shirt?
What's it say?
Show it off.
What's it say?
I'm in big trouble.
What's it say?
It says, no friends, only fans.
What's that?
Turbo. I questioned on that. Am I not a friend anymore? Am I just a fan?
Our family. Remember, I told you I love
It
you.
says family. I love you.
Yep.
Cut the show.
And don't forget the race
sorry, I'm
trailer located directly behind the grandstands. They are loaded up with Turbo apparel. You want to get over there, get a shirt. They'll even sign it for you.
Yeah, we do sell shirts too.
Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you tonight for the big deal, night number 2.